All right, welcome back to the Built to Grow podcast. I'm your host, Tim Lyons, in the studio, joined by Fresh Personal Training, Randy Angston. What's up, guy?
Yeah, I'm rapping our buddy Rob.
By the way, I had got one. He sent me. It's so nice.
Dude, I put this on today, and
Soft.
I brought another, I had another shirt, too, and I'm like, no, this one wins.
Yeah.
The
Well
quality
done.
of the shirt on this is incredible.
Well done.
Yeah, Rob, big
Rob Lantos.
props to Rob Lantos, Iron Circle member.
Beautiful shirt. Speaking of Iron Circle, if you just listened to the last episode, we had Lindsay Vastola on. That's the type of conversations that we talk about in the Iron Circle. We have another event coming up. Our August event's completely sold out. We aren't able to take anybody else on, but our next event after the August ones in October, we call it the Boardroom. It's a very unique, hands-on deck, get the work done kind of weekend. We layered this in last year, and it was really cool because basically we all sat in a conference room. We said, hey, what are the best and brightest performing campaigns that you have done over the last 12 months? Put them on the table. We made a template, and you were just like a drag and drop thing. We basically talked about marketing for the next year. Well, this upcoming, we have a speaker coming and talking all about TikTok and the virality of TikTok and how to leverage that in your gym. And so he's a guy I've known for a long time. We're not going to spill his name yet, but he's basically the top of the mountain when it comes to gurus of TikTok. So excited to have him in. So if you're interested in that, if you want to come to the Boardroom, if you want to learn new things, have bigger discussions, ironcircle.net's the URL. Check it out. We are still open for applications, and that'll be the next opportunity.
Yeah, 30,000 a month earners and above for that seat, Iron Circle. So if you qualify for that, jump on, apply. We'll have the conversation, see if it's the right fit for you.
Sweet. Ironcircle.net. Okay, so for this episode, guys, we're going to talk about doing the right thing. This is the number one core value here at Pulse Fitness. It is, we have our list of 10. Do the right thing, and it's broad in sense of the word on purpose because doing the right thing typically is the same for most people.
Sure.
Right? If we were to look at a situation, what's the right thing? Most people would pick the same thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in business, that doesn't always happen.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the money aspect or the fact that we're trying. Yeah, we're looking for, or a lot of it's like the right now, like what best serves me. And if money's being thrown in your face, sometimes the judgment calls on doing the right thing or taking that paycheck. That's where people kind of get a little bit confused, maybe.
What
right?
choice to take?
And which path to take. And it's interesting because doing the right thing can happen within your four walls, right? Like how you work with a client that's already part of your business. It could be how you handle something with your employees. Mm-hmm. It could be the marketplace. It could be your competition. Like doing the right thing is every decision you make in business. It can be tough.
Yeah. I'll give you guys a great example. This has happened to a gym owner that we know. He's a friend of ours, doesn't necessarily work with us. He's like, look at this, guys. Somebody's taken not only my ad image and using it for his own gym, but it was a picture of the gym owner in the ad image. So it's not just like, hey, we had a stock image we used, or these are a couple of our clients. The guy that was using the ad was actually using the picture of the gym owner and a client in his own marketing. Like somebody had sent it to him. Like how wrong can you get? How like of a bad decision can you make? Not only you taking somebody's stuff, but now you're marketing it for them and you're using their own picture in it. Like think about that. Yeah. Like somebody's taking my picture and running it for their ad for something else. It's wild. And so we got to thinking, it's like, man, this happens all the time. People just steal other people's stuff and use it, sometimes without changing anything, apparently.
And I think that there's I talk about a great book. I haven't read it in a couple of years. I should reread it, but it's called Steal Like an Artist. And I love the idea because it's like success leaves clues, right? In order to be successful, you don't have to go reinvent the wheel. Emulate the success of others and
model,
right?
Yeah.
Like, the ClickFunnels world, the funnel hacking idea, some of that stuff. I love the idea of shortcuts with, a process or something like that. But ethically, copying somebody's sales page is not funnel hacking them. That's copying. It's plagiarism. It's it's literally ripping somebody else's work off. Now, understanding the successes that they have on that sales page, maybe like the layout, where the color scheme, or the flow of it, how they articulated their offer, things like that. Yeah, pull from that stuff. That's the success leaving clues, right? But you have to make it your own. It has to be yours. Unfortunately, when we're presented with an easy option, despite what's right, quite often we're seeing gym owners take the easy route.
Yeah.
And I think marketing is a really good, clear example of that.
Marketing, exactly that. The other thing is there's no uniqueness to your gym when you're taking other people. So you're almost throwing yourself into competition instead of out. We
I just had that exact conversation on the way in, talking to a gentleman who's interested in the Iron Circle. Same exact conversation, right? Like you push yourself into competition by being in marketing and doing the same things that they are. We watched the challenge-based marketing do that. I mean, literally to the point where it was exact ads from the different facilities in the same town, sometimes the same street.
Yeah.
Like there is no benefit to doing that in your business whatsoever. None.
No, I know. And you mentioned it before. Usually the harder way is the right way, but people, because we want the easy button, we'll do the easy thing. So it really comes down to this, guys. You have your own identity in your gym. Like, what do you believe? First, if you have to figure that out, you have to figure out, what do we believe in the four walls? How do we train our clients? What do we want our culture to be? What's our team going to be like? And how do we want to approach this? And then everything that you do, you base your decisions based on that core principle of what do we believe, right? There was a great video done by the digital marketing team. It's called Digital Marketer, by the way. Ryan Dice. It's called We Believe. And it was the whole culture of what they believe at their whole business. And, I've always said that would be a great video for any gym to go model, but obviously use what you believe in your gym. And so like things that were like, hey, we believe that you should have one good belly laugh every day, right? We believe that, sometimes it's okay to cuss when you've had a really bleeping day. Like it was cool because it kind of gave a snapshot of the culture.
And there was some fun off the wall stuff too. Like, I mean, like there was definitely things about their culture within their four walls that they could exemplify and like, have fun, but it only means something when you walk into Digital Marketer and see that, you know what I mean? But that stuff translates into the way that they carry their business. And so to show that, and we've seen some good examples. I think our buddy John did one. I love that idea. And because it shows a glimpse into the ethos, the culture, the beliefs of that facility. And that's what people resonate with.
And here's the real bigger takeaway out of that whole thing is that they sat down and they decided what they believed. And most gyms don't even get that far. They just open the gym and this is what we're going to do today.
I'm glad you said that too, because I mean, in our coaching program, when we get into delivery, when we get into like what it is you bring to the marketplace as a business, we have them start with their brand promise and their core values. There's nothing that, like it's like the playbook. You know what I mean? You can't step on the field if you don't know what the hell you're doing. And it seems rudimentary. It seems so foundational, but to me, I love it because whether it's been a 30-year gym or a gym that opened up their business last year, both of those facilities walk away from that exercise appreciating it because a lot of our businesses started with these things, or we knew that we had to have those types of things in place. When was the last time we looked at them? Right. Did the entire staff and team turn over since then? Like, is that still the ethos and beliefs of the people in those four walls? And so just revisiting those from time to time gives you a nice, clear picture of who the hell you are and what you guys bring to the table. And I think that a lot of that stuff, it's almost like the attention to detail is lost, right? We know that we need a great training program. We know that we need a great marketing program. We know that we need all of these things, but we're stepping over all of these small details that actually create the business.
Right.
That actually, it is the business just for the hopes of bringing somebody in, the doors.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You need that foundation to start. And I love that term, foundation, because the rest of it is built upon it.
Built to grow.
Look at that.
Oh, son of a gun. So listen, guys, doing the right thing, that is our number one core value here at the gym. But this episode kind of went a bunch of different directions. Like, hey, don't rip off your competitor's stuff. But really doesn't do you any good anyway, because one, you don't even know if it's working for them, right? Hey, it must be working because they're running it. That doesn't mean anything. We know how bad some of these ads are running. They don't know any different, right?
No,
and then it goes into, like, obviously your ethos, and I would highly recommend go look up that video. It's Digital Marketer We Believe, and you'll understand what we talk about. We play this in our coaching program all the time.
We share it a lot.
Go check that out. You'll probably get some good ideas. Take that, run with it. Reestablish your vision, reestablish everything that's in your gym. You'll flourish. You'll get really clear, and then everything's hopefully downhill from that.
Yeah, and the biggest thing is, and I think the reason that this kind of topic came up to me in conversation this morning was, you can't always prevent, or you can't always foresee certain things to happen, right? Like, you can't project what's coming down the future. But once you're given the information, like, let's say that your team screwed up, or you screwed up, or let's say that you did get an ad image from something, and then you did find out that it was somebody else's image, or it was, somebody's stock photos that they paid for, whatever it may be. You are responsible for how you handle that information. And doing the right thing, it can happen at any point, right? And so if you screwed up in the beginning, and maybe it's ignorance, maybe it's lack of information, maybe you did it intentionally or whatever.
And then you get caught.
But then exactly. But once you have the information and it's presented to you, how you respond is how you're going to be judged.
Good point.
And that I think is the big takeaway, right? Like, you can win over a bad situation with the client because you handled it accordingly. You addressed the problem and you hit it face on. Accidents happen, mistakes happen. This is business. Half of what we do is put out fires, but how you do it is what you're going to be remembered for.
In a great example that came out of our last coaching call was, what do you do when you get a bad Yelp review or bad Google review? And it's how you respond to that in the public domain, the public access that everybody can see, could make or break it. Yeah. If you are argumentative, if you are discounting their feelings about the situation, you're going to get thrown under the bus. But if you take ownership of it, and you say, listen, I'm going to call you right now, and then after you do get it resolved, you come back and you write, hey, I'm so glad we were able to resolve this, and this is for everybody to see. Like, bad reviews happen. Yeah. It's how you address them.
Well, and think about this. I mean, everybody moving forward, we get it through Facebook comments. We get it through, everything, right? Nowadays, nobody needs to actually experience your service in order to go and be able to bash you, right? We see it all the time. But whether it's true, not true, whatever it may be, the owner or the gym is going to be judged on their response. Everybody visiting those posts or those reviews after the fact, when they see a gym owner or that individual take responsibility, do what they can to correct the situation, now that is taking a bad situation and making it good. Because everybody else, the perception of everybody who sees it after that fact
changes. Yeah.
It's different, because now they're putting themselves in that client's shoes. Originally it was, oh man, they screwed up. Like, I would be pissed too. But if the gym owner steps in and does whatever they can to make it right, that's all I can expect with any business agreement.
It's even more powerful.
That's exactly my point. Is now you're showing, holy crap, these people care.
Yep.
They're not just a number. They're not just for the worried about the membership. They're actually making an attempt to make this right. To me, I would much rather work with a business owner who's going to do that. Yeah, exactly. Like you said, it's a benefit showing this is what it's like working with these people.
Very cool. Good point. All around. Well, cool. That's it for this show, guys. Hopefully that helps you and gives you a little different perspective with it all. Don't be afraid to respond to those Google reviews in public. That's it for this episode, guys. Until next time, keep changing lives. We'll see you on the next show. Bye. All right, and thank you for listening to that episode of the Built to Grow podcast, where we help gym owners win. Now, do you want to connect with me and other gym owners online? All you need to do is join our private Facebook group, Business Talk with Fitness Professionals. Just head on over to Facebook and type in Business Talk with Fitness Professionals, and when you do, we're going to give you our 10 marketing strategies 7-figure gym owners use to win. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Until then, keep building something great.